Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Live, and today we're going on a drive around Kato Paphos and Old Town. We're starting in the car park near the castle and the harbour, and the first thing you'll notice, possibly, is that by the archaeological park the bus station is now open, and it has been for a couple of weeks now, I think. And we'll just go on a loop. There's a poor tourist getting stuck. Don't worry if that happens to you in Cyprus. I mean, when we first started visiting here, we drove up the wrong way up a one-way street in Old Town, and people just were friendly and told us our mistake. They didn't swear at us like they would in London. And here's the seafront, and we can't drive up or down that because it's been pedestrianised, but that's what you can see of it from the road. And if you haven't been to Paphos for a while, that car park on the left will be new to you. That's where the bus station used to be. And there's now another one as well up in Tomb of the Kings Road. And we'll go on a drive of that on this film, actually. And we're going to turn right into Kato Paphos. And while we're stopped at the zebra crossing, I will just show you a map of the area. As you can see, we're in Kato Paphos. We do a loop at that little bus station. Then we drive up through Old Paphos and we finish at the Lidl on Mesogi Road. And there's Papantonio's on the right here. And this road that I'm driving on, they've been doing that up for quite a while now. They seem to be in an advanced stage, but looking at it, I would say that they're going to be putting on one more layer of tarmac, though I could be wrong. And they haven't put any markings on yet. The buildings to the left up here are coming on nicely, as are the ones straight in front. Now there's a turning to the right here. You can't go down it yet, which would be the old route, but cars will be coming up from that way now, as you'll see soon. So don't just drive down here not expecting anything from the right. You can see lots of bollards on the sides of the roads. They are purely to stop people parking where they shouldn't. And it is necessary, unfortunately, to have them. Now we're coming to this little roundabout, which will lead us to the start of Bar Street. Now, Bar Street's got a bad reputation for being run down. And it's only one end of Bar Street, the far end, that is like that. I mean, okay, the start of it here isn't too salubrious, but once you get up to this roundabout and the Baywatch Bar, which is on the left, under this tree, it is all very much open for business. So all this is Bar Street too. I think that guy was actually parked there. You can see why they have the bollards though. See Flair's Bar there, they're definitely open. They have a very active Facebook page as well. Notorious, I'm not sure about, they may be renovating it. It's hard to say, there's another odd parking there. Now this bit here is the bit that's run down. You'll see just coming up, all these boards have been put up, and beyond there used to be nightclubs like Lineker's, but they've all been closed for a few years now. But hopefully they'll be renovated soon. Now we're coming up to the junction, and on your right you can see part of the landscaping that they're building, which is going to run along the length of the Poseidonus Avenue down to the seafront eventually. And we're going to go that way now ourselves. Now the one thing that the one question that all this landscaping raises to me is where are people going to park? Because that's basically replaced where all the parking is, and from what I've heard, this is going to remain a two-way street when it's finished, but there isn't going to be any parking, which would mean that the only parking you've got is either way in the centre of Kato Paphos or on the other side of the seafront where we started. So it'll be interesting to see how that issue will be resolved. But they've made a lot of progress here in the last couple of weeks since I filmed, because you can now drive down this road more, because you used to have to turn right just there, and you can't turn right there now. There's the other end of the seafront, the municipal baths. Excuse me, I just mind this digger. Technically he was going the wrong way up the street, but he's way bigger than me. Now when you come out here, bear in mind you cannot turn left. You have to turn right and follow the traffic up how we did before. But we're not going to go round in a big loop, we'll take a different turning just up ahead. On the left here is the main Anglican church of Paphos and St. Paul's Pillar, that area. And we're going to follow this car round to the left. And eventually we're going to come out at Fabrica Hill, which is part of the archaeological park, I suppose, but it's in a free area. It's where the new walkway they built ends. But from this side you get to see the outdoor theatre. We haven't quite got there yet. There's some Turkish baths on the left, I think they are. And Fabrica Hill is a great place to just go for a wander and explore. We drove past it for years not realising that there was anything there. So there's the outdoor theatre you can see. Now officially you can't go there and explore because it's a pretty much an active archaeological site. But I know people do climb through the fence, and I don't recommend you do that. But if you do, do not under any circumstances consider taking home a souvenir, because you will get into serious trouble. Now we're going to be turning left. I just cut out the boring bit. Seamless edit. And we're coming up to Kings Avenue Mall, and you can see the walkway I was referring to on the left as well. And we're going to go straight across now. If you wanted to go directly to Old Town and Central Paphos, you would turn right here. But we're going to go on the coast road for a little bit. Turning left here would take us back to the harbour. But here we go, straight on. Soon you'll come to a turning on the left which will take you to Lighthouse Beach, not that one. If you're wondering how to get there. And we'll be turning right just before the new bus station. That's the turning for Lighthouse Beach. Now originally I was going to go up to the Tomb of the Kings roundabout and double back on myself to show you the bus station, but the light was green, so I took this opportunity. And I'm coming to the bus station via the back route. When I did make this little diversion, I did feel like I wasn't officially in the wrong place, but it didn't feel quite right. So it's the only time I'll be showing you this bus station. And I do get stuck in the car park briefly. But there were lots of rumours as to why this was late opening, and I don't know what the correct story was. But as you can see, it's definitely open now. Those chaps are probably wondering what I was doing there. Plenty of buses. Now I could have gone back onto a dual carriageway here, but I wanted to avoid the traffic light, so I come back through the bus station itself. I apologise to that lady for not realising she was about to cross on the zebra crossing. She did actually smile at me though, so all good. Unfortunately, this bus driver saw me coming out, so he let me. Otherwise, I would have had to reverse. And now we're back on the main road. This is a useful road to know, actually, if you want to get to Old Town and avoiding the main road, because the main road, especially over lunchtime, can get quite busy. I'll come to Butcher Boy on the right soon. And there's a school on the left. There's Butcher Boy. And there's a school on the left here, and you take this left turn just after the school. And it's like the back entry to Old Town. Incidentally, I'm doing commentaries because basically lots of you ask for them. Sometimes in the commentaries they're going to be bits like this where there's not really a lot to say. So I was thinking I'll put up a thread on the YouTube channel, an announcement, and you can leave questions there, preferably ones relevant to Paphos, and that way I can dip into those questions when I'm in these fallow periods, so to speak, and I'll answer a few of them so that we don't have to rely on background music or anything like that, other than the gentle strummings that you can hear. Now, up here I'm taking a slight diversion. There'll be a right turn. It's not to avoid the police car that was in front of me. It's because there's a little coffee shop here, which I still haven't worked out whether they're open or not at the moment, to be quite honest, because I was going to do a little article on them, but I turned up and they definitely weren't open when I turned up. But that was like a Sunday morning, so that would be understandable. But it's supposed to be very nice. It's just up here on the right, not there at someone's house. Tucked away in there. And one day I'll go there and see what it's like when it's open. Right, now this brings us back onto the road where we would have been on. I don't think it was a police car after all that. Now this is a lower car park to Old Town, and just on the left there is one of the Paphos cat ladies feeding stations, and we'll see another one in a minute. And this road goes up to the main road through Old Town. And you have to turn left at the top here. Unfortunately, it's nice and clear. Right, this is the main bus stops in Old Town and taxi ranks. And on the right, you can't really see it, is Old Town Market. This area has been very renovated over the last few years. The roof of the Old Town Market is currently gone, for want of a better word. There's the Mos Mosque on the left here. Now we're going to see more of that because I'm going to turn left and go into the car park up here. This is my favourite car park in Old Town. It used to be my favourite because it was free, but now it's got the numbers on like all the others. But I also like it because it's another of the Paphos cat ladies feeding stations. So there's always some kitties you can pamper. And go round in a loop. And there's the mosque itself. And we'll turn, and that's the feeding station. You can see one cat posing on the corner there. So yeah, basically any questions you have, I will stick a link up to this post. I haven't actually created it yet. And just put them there, and if it's relevant or vaguely relevant, I'll do my best to answer it in the quieter part of our film. There's one of the final cinematography piece just on the left of the cinematography trail. That's the one where the Queen's body is ripped to shreds and some dolphins laugh. It's a very, very odd picture. I've posted articles on that story though, so if you want more information, have a look through our previous postings. Now we're coming out of Mutlos and heading towards Cloaca, but we're going to take a right turn soon and drive up to Mesogi Road and the Lidl there where we're going to end. Here's the turning. Now, if you've seen previous films of ours, they often start at the Lidl roundabout and head through central Paphos. This road we're on now will be taking you up to the Lidl roundabout, and it will be the second turning if we had been coming from the other way, just so you know where we are. I didn't explain that very well, but there you go. It's a lot easier if you look on a map or if you're actually there. All this road here is being completely renovated. I think most of the roads in Paphos must have been over the last few years. And we're certainly reaping the benefits of them now because they're a lot more pleasant to drive on. I was back in the UK a week ago. Could not believe the state of some of the roads there. Huge potholes. And you'll often see fruit trees besides the road, and you may wonder why people never bother gathering the fruit. It's normally oranges. If you taste one of the oranges, you'll find out why. They're not very nice. I think they may be used for marmalades, but that's about it. I was very excited when I first saw them, but they're not the same oranges that you'll find growing in an orchard. And there's another park up here on the right, and straight ahead of us will be the aforementioned Lidl roundabout. But just before we get there, we're going to be turning into Lidl because I had some shopping to do, and it was a good place to end the film. Let these people out. And there you have it. Hope you enjoyed that, and the commentary wasn't too tedious. And I'll see you in the next film. Cheers.